Today, we revisit Fawlty Towers, the iconic series that combined sharp comedy, unforgettable characters, and moments of chaos that left audiences laughing for decades. Over the years, many of the incredible talents who brought the world of the dysfunctional hotel to life have sadly passed away. Whether they were part of the main cast or appeared in a memorable guest role, every actor added something special to Fawlty Towers, a spark that stayed with fans long after the screen faded to Andrew Sachs, the beloved German-British actor, whose face and heart will forever be remembered as Manuel, the earnest yet hilariously bumbling Spanish waiter in the iconic sitcom Fawlty Towers, was born Andreas Siegfried Sachs on April 7, 1930, in Berlin, Germany. His early life was shaped by turmoil. With a Jewish father and Catholic mother, his family fled Nazi Germany in 1938, finding refuge in North London, where he grew up in Kilburn. From an early age, Andrew discovered a love for acting, performing in repertory theater, and making his West End debut in 1958, before appearing in numerous TV shows and films in the 1960s. Despite a long and varied career in theater, radio, and television, it was his role as Manuel that would capture the hearts of millions. Manuel, with his wide-eyed confusion, lovable mispronunciations, and earnest attempts to please the often irritable Basil Fawlty, became a comedy legend, a role that brought Andrew both fame and a deep emotional connection to audiences worldwide. Behind the laughter, his life was filled with dedication and resilience. He endured burns from a fire stunt on set and countless slaps to the head in the physical comedy of the series. Yet he always carried himself with grace and humor. Beyond Fawlty Towers, Sachs excelled in voice-over work and narration, lending his distinctive voice to audiobooks, documentaries, and children's animations, and taking roles in beloved shows like Coronation Street and films like Quartet, continuing to work well into his 80s. In his personal life, Andrew married the actress and writer Melody Lang in 1960, adopting her 2 sons and sharing a daughter with her, creating a family filled with love and warmth. In 2012, he was diagnosed with vascular dementia, a cruel disease that gradually stole his speech and mobility, confining him to a wheelchair. Yet he faced it with dignity, never complaining, surrounded by family and friends who cherished him. He spent his final days at Denville Hall, a care home for actors, where his wife and daughter lovingly cared for him, sharing small joys and memories as he quietly slipped away on November 23, 2016, at the age of 86. His passing left a void in the hearts of those who knew him and millions who adored Manuel. Yet his legacy lives on, in laughter, in performances, and in the warmth of his humanity, reminding us that behind every comic genius was a profoundly kind and gentle soul. Una Stubbs, the beloved English television actress who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on August 12, 2021, at the age of 84. After a period of ill health that slowly took her from the world, she had brightened with her talent and presence. She is fondly remembered for her unforgettable roles that span decades, from playing Sandy in the 1963 musical film Summer Holiday alongside Cliff Richard, to becoming the spirited and relatable Rita Rollins, the patient and witty daughter of Alf Garnett, in the groundbreaking BBC sitcom Till Death Us Do Part from 1966 to 1975, and in its 1980s follow-ups Till Death, and in Sickness and in Health, and for her memorable appearance in the iconic Fawlty Towers episode, The Anniversary, in 1979. Young audiences adored her as the quirky, mischievous Aunt Sally in Wurzelgummidge from 1979 to 1981, and as the eccentric Miss Bat in The Worst Witch from 1998 to 2001, while international fans came to love her as Mrs. Hudson, the kind-hearted, humorous, and slightly cheeky landlady of Sherlock Holmes in the BAFTA-winning series Sherlock from 2010 to 2017, a role that earned her a nomination for Best Supporting Actress at the Crime Thriller Awards. Born on May 1, 1937, in Welwyn Garden City, Hertfordshire, Una grew up in Hinckley, Leicestershire, the middle child of three, in a home that valued creativity and resilience. Her early memories were shaped by wartime experiences and the determination of her family, particularly her mother, Angela, who encouraged her passion for performance. At just 16, she began her stage career in 1953, dancing in the Foley's Burger-style musical revue Pardon My French at the Prince of Wales Theatre alongside comedy legend Frankie Howard, before performing at the London Palladium and appearing on television as one of the Dougie Squires dancers on Cool for Cats in 1956. She even became the famous Rowntree's Chocolate Girl, unknowingly connecting her family history to her early career, and soon transitioned into film with Summer Holiday 1963 and Wonderful Life 1964. Her breakout television role as Rita in Till Death Us Do Part cemented her place in British pop culture, and she continued to shine in comedies, dramas, children's series, and on stage, showing a versatility that few could match, performing in productions ranging from Shakespeare and Schiller to Noel Coward and Terence Rattigan, both in London's West End and at the National Theatre. Off-screen, Una's life was full of love, challenges, and dedication. She married actor Peter Gilmore in 1958 and adopted their son Jason, later marrying actor Nicky Henson in 1969 and raising two sons, Christian and Joe, both now successful composers, balancing motherhood and a demanding career with grace, humor, and an unshakable work ethic. Beyond acting, she was a gifted visual artist, sketching scenes of London life and exhibiting her work at the Royal Academy's summer exhibition, showing the same creativity and warmth she brought to her roles. Una Stubbs' passing left a profound emptiness in the world of entertainment, yet her legacy endures through her rich body of work, her unforgettable characters who touched hearts across generations, and the personal kindness and generosity she shared with colleagues, family, and fans alike, ensuring that her spirit will continue to shine long after the final curtain. Geoffrey Palmer, the beloved English actor who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away peacefully on November 5, 2020, at the age of 93 due to natural causes. He is fondly remembered for his memorable role as Dr. Price in the Fawlty Towers episode, The Kipper and the Corpse, where his character, a determined guest, tried to enjoy his breakfast while Basil Fawlty struggled to manage the chaos of a deceased hotel guest, delivering every line with Palmer's signature deadpan humor and impeccable timing. Born Geoffrey Dyson Palmer on June 4, 1927, in North Finchley, Middlesex, he was the son of Frederick Charles Palmer, a chartered surveyor, and Nora Gwendolyn Robbins. From an early age, Geoffrey showed a quiet determination, attending Highgate School from 1939 to 1945, and later serving in the Royal Marines as a corporal instructor in small arms and field training during his national service from 1946 to 1948. Though he initially trained to be an accountant, his love for acting was inspired by a girlfriend who encouraged him to join a local amateur dramatic society, leading him to become an unpaid assistant stage manager at the Grand Theatre in Croydon, and later touring in repertory theatre, which laid the foundation for his long and distinguished career. Palmer's early television appearances included roles in series such as The Army Game, The Baron, and the socially significant BBC drama Cathy Come Home, where he portrayed a property agent. His breakthrough came with BBC sitcoms in the 1970s, including Jimmy Anderson in The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin 1976 to 1979, and Ben Parkinson in Butterflies 1978 to 1983, where his quiet, understated style and world-weary expressions made him an unforgettable presence. In productions like Doctor Who 1970, 1972, 2007, he showcased his versatility in guest roles, while from 1992 to 2005, he captivated audiences alongside Judi Dench as Lionel Hardcastle in As Time Goes By, portraying a man who reunites with a love from his youth, a role that highlighted his natural charm, subtle humor, and ability to convey deep emotion with effortless ease. Palmer also made remarkable contributions to film, appearing in A Fish Called Wanda 1988, The Madness of King George 1994, M.R.S. Brown 1997, Tomorrow Never Dies 1997, and Paddington 2014, while his distinct voice and mannerisms made him a sought-after narrator and commercial voiceover artist, most famously in Audi's Voorsprong Durch Technik campaigns, and he lent his narration to BBC series like Grumpy Old Men and audiobook adaptations, including A Christmas Carol. Off-screen, Geoffrey Palmer was a reserved, kind-hearted man who loved fly fishing, remained a long-time member of the Garrick Club, and valued privacy, rarely appearing in public outside of his work. In 1963, he married Sally Green, with whom he had 2 children, Harriet and Charles, a television director. In recognition of his contribution to drama, he was appointed OB in 2004. Geoffrey Palmer's legacy as one of Britain's most cherished actors endures through his iconic performances, blending gentle humor, dignity, and heartfelt emotion, leaving a lasting impression on generations of audiences who continue to admire his remarkable talent.